Hey there. So the message today is about those who are being used by the enemy, and about God's wrath that is upon them. People who are currently experiencing it and people who are going to experience it very soon. So this message is stemming from a series of dreams that I've been having. So in the first dream, an individual was crying and had a gun in their mouth. So, and this is an individual who has posed as the enemy, who's made themselves my enemy. Each dream is going to be of an individual who's made themselves my enemy. So the second dream, an individual is sitting down at a table crying, and they are swallowing a bunch of pills as they're crying. And in the third dream, there is a person, all different people, a person on the phone saying to someone, like, please stop, tell them to stop. I can't take this. Like, tell them to leave me alone. And they're in complete agony, crying so intensely that they literally cannot take it. So, this is just an example of how these people are about to experience extreme turbulence within, privately, publicly, because of what they've done. They're about to experience it under superb heat because what they've done to us is about to happen to them, and they are not equipped mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually to endure. Many of us chosen ones, anointed ones, righteous ones, many of us who've been attacked, over time, grouped against and all of that. Many of us were at the hands of these people doing their work, and their plan was to, it's sad to say, but this is the truth, and many of us know this already, their plan was to cause us to end up in a mental institution, cause us to end up strung out on drugs, cause us to end up on the streets, cause us to end up alone, cause us to die in some way, cause us to commit suicide in prison. They wanted the worst for us. They wanted us to no longer be existing because our presence, our energy was a threat to them, intimidating them to want to do better, which is a great thing. But they saw that as a threat. They saw that as, this person has to be eliminated because they're challenging me, and I'm not feeling that. So a few days ago, I came into my room. This is after the dreams. I came into my room and it was opened on Zechariah 14. So I'm just going to read a few lines that tie to this message. So Zechariah 14:3 says, then the Lord will go out and fight against those nations as he fights on the day of battle. And that just says, like, God is going to bring, heavy artillery against these people, because going against his people, his followers, his disciples, going against us is going against him. So he is about to come at these people heavily, and they are not about to be able to endure it in any way. 5 says, then the Lord my God will come, and all the holy ones with him. It's like he's coming. He's defending us. We're going to be with him. He's going to be with us. He's going to be surrounding us. He's going to be within us, and he's coming. And it's just nothing they can do about it at this point. Nothing they can do. 14:12, Zechariah 14:12 says, this is the plague with which the Lord will strike all the nations that fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh will rot while they are still standing on their feet. Their eyes will rot while they are in their sockets, and their tongues will rot in their mouths. It's so sad, but God is not playing. God is not playing with these people. Everything that they, intended for us, they're about to get back multiplied, and they are not equipped. They are not equipped at all. They are not equipped because they had ample opportunity to do the right thing, and they continue to choose to do the wrong thing. They continue to choose, no matter how kind you're being, no matter how good you're being. And I agree to be self-accountable for our part in situations, but I can guarantee you most of us did nothing at all to deserve what they were dishing out towards us. And, you know, that's the case for many of us. Many of us did not do anything wrong to, okay, I lied. Okay, I said a lie 5 years ago. I'm sorry. I should not have lied. I said Fetty Wap when I meant Jay-Z. I'm sorry. I lied. I'm sorry. Do I deserve to die? Do I deserve to get my ligaments amputated? Do I deserve that? No, I don't. I'm sorry. But they getting it. They're about to deal with it. They are. And it's like, you know, don't get me wrong. This isn't exciting news. It's not exciting news, but we reap what we sow. It's not exciting. Like a few days ago, I had a horrible dream, not a dream mentioning this, but a horrible dream where 2 other people had some horrible mishaps like that was going on with them in the dream. And I woke up crying for them, like, Lord, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And this is something I say often, but I always pray for them. Anybody who's made themselves my enemy, I always pray for them. I pray that, you know, God opens their hearts. I pray that God softens their hearts. I pray that God gives them comfort in their current situations. I pray for them all the time. I pray that they just find God, and most importantly, that God's will be done. That's all we can do. That's all we can do is pray. And however, they still have to reap what they've sown. It reminds me of Judas. Sad story. What was so crazy to me is that he committed suicide in the very land that he purchased with the money that he earned from betraying Jesus. That's irony. That's crazy. That's so crazy. But he got what he deserved, I guess. You know, that was his portion. He did that. He caused that for himself. So one last dream I want to share. So I had a dream recently where it was a group of us sitting underneath a tent. Wintertime, we're under the tent, adults and children, drinking hot chocolate, and then a plane is going overhead, and we're all staring at the plane, admiring the plane, and we notice that it's dropping, and suddenly just drops out the sky and lands a little distance away from the tent, knocks out houses, and we're just like surprised that we are alive after a plane crash so nearby. And then there was some individuals that was standing next to the tent wanting to go help, and we're like, no, don't, like, don't do it, it's not safe. And they still run over to go help. And as soon as they get over to the plane crash site, a huge explosion takes them out, takes everybody out in the area, but not anyone that's in the tent or near the tent. We're all saved. We're saved. We're safe from the plane crash. We're safe from the explosion somehow. So then us survivors, we huddle together and we go on this path to get to safety. And as we're all huddled together, a woman comes off from a far direction towards us, and she's bent over and she's looking like she's injured. So we're like, go help her. And a man, he leaves the group to go help her, and we notice that she's drawing a gun, and the guy who's going to help, he doesn't see the gun. So we're like, no, come back here, she got a gun. And he's not hearing us or something, so he continues to run towards her, and she starts shooting. And then like 4 or 5 other people come out from the same direction that she came from, and they start shooting as well. And again, everybody that stayed in that group were safe. None of us were wounded in any way. So for me, this is crazy because it was 2 examples in this one dream of how, sometimes you want to go help, but maybe that's not the best thing to do. Maybe you just have to take your hands off of it and give it to God. Let God's will be done. Not that was God's will for these people to be hurt, but sometimes it's best that we just leave it alone. Not intervene. With people, with those who made themselves our enemies, when I get calls or I hear that they're going through things, I want to step in and help because that's naturally who I am. But at the same time, it's like, I don't want to be taken out by trying to help you. I don't want to be destroyed by trying to help you. So all I can do is pray for you. I will pray for you from a distance. I wish you well. I wish you the best in life. I pray for you comfort. I pray God's will be done. And that's it. So, yeah, the message, is that the wrath is coming, and it is going to be severe. It is going to be intense. And they brought this on themselves. So you do not try to intervene and help. You stay away and you pray for them. So I pray this message heals. I pray it helps. I pray it strengthens. And as always, give God the glory. I will see you in the next video.